Look, I'll never get this back in order again.
Tom, tell me more about your wild life out in the world. Where do you come from?
Well, actually, I was born on a South Sea island during a tornado. Everyone died in the storm except for my mom and me. It was several months before we were rescued by a luxury liner. Then I worked as a potato peeler in the Caribbean until I was 15.
Wow, what a story! What did you do after the luxury liner?
I moved to Japan and worked as an interpreter because I had learnt so many languages.
Can you say goodbye in Japanese?
Of course. See you later.
Okay. Don't you have a dad?
Yes, but he wants to remain anonymous.
Why does your dad want to be anonymous? Doesn't he like you?
Yes, he does. But he doesn't want lots of things written in the paper about us. He's pretty famous.
What is he, a rock star or something?
He's a rock star with a capital R, if you know what I mean.
It's really strange that they destroyed so much.
There's a lot of weirdos out there, but they shouldn't do this to my darkroom.
What do you think they were after?
It must have been one of my rivals who wanted to sabotage the pictures from the beauty pageant.
Why would anyone want to destroy your photos?
Out of jealousy, of course. You have to fight for work in this industry, and I just got a great assignment.
Has anything been taken?
I can't find the lens for the enlarger, so I can't make any paper copies. But all my films have been destroyed too, so I haven't got anything to develop anyway.
Can't you just buy a new lens?
The gear they sell in the photo shop in this one-horse town is just kid stuff. Getting them to order the right lens would take weeks. Amateurs.
Malcolm, could you tell me a little about yourself? Where did you grow up, for example?
Oh, it was a long way from Tom's South Sea Island. I'm Mr. Average personified.
There's nothing wrong with being ordinary.
No, but it's not very exciting.
You're not really Mr. Average personified, are you? Surely you're exaggerating.
No, Dad works in an office and Mom is a librarian. They live in a suburb.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, I'm an only child. I was always alone when I was little.
So you didn't follow in your father's footsteps?
No, I certainly did not.
But surely he's proud of you.
I don't know. It's a long time since we spoke to each other about things like that anyway.
What's your mom like then?
Well, she's a strong woman. She really had to cope with a lot, poor Mom.
What did your mom have to cope with?
What? Oh, well, she's a housewife, you know, while her husband has a career.
But didn't you say your mom was a librarian?
Yes, she is now, but she was at home all the time when I was growing up and dreamed of being somewhere else.
That sounds sad.
Mom had to sacrifice herself for Dad.
Do you have any pets?
No, I'm allergic.
No, I won't disturb you anymore. We'll talk more later.
Yes, but there must be a more interesting topic of conversation. You, for example.
I can't think of a word to search for right now. Lucy, could you tell me a little about yourself? Why do you ask that? We interview other people, not each other, on this paper. I just thought it would be cool to get to know each other a little better. I don't like people asking too many questions and reading my letters. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, maybe I overreacted a little. What do your parents do? My mom's dead and my dad is unemployed. Are you from Rosemond Valley? Yep, I grew up here. How long have you been working here? 4 years. I started straight after school. Do you like it here at the paper? Yes, Carla can be a little difficult at times, but apart from that... Malcolm's nice. Yeah, he's really nice. And cute. Yeah, he is, I guess. Do you like diamonds? Why do you ask that? What a strange question. I was just wondering. Some people like football, others like diamonds. I'm going now. She was on her guard there. Hi. Hi, sis. Tell me more about the diamond heist. Did I tell you about the break-in? The break-in? Yeah. Someone broke into the office and wrecked Tom's darkroom completely. There are lots of weird things going on at that paper. Did I tell you about the mysterious man in the trench coat? A man in a what? A man in a trench coat broke into our office and then attacked me at the museum. What? What do you mean, attacked you? Haven't I told you? I was attacked in the storeroom at the museum. Be careful, Emma. This is getting dangerous. Aren't you going to the police? But I've got no evidence yet. It was actually Captain Parker who stole the diamonds. I thought you said it was that guy Griffin. Yes, but then Parker swiped the diamonds from Griffin. You mean the police stole from the thief? That's right. This thing is even more complicated than I thought. Do you know what? Captain Parker and Kit Grace were married. Where is he now? Nobody knows. He disappeared 20 years ago. I wonder how much Kit Grace actually knows. Did she really go straight to Hollywood when she left town? Or did she follow Parker to the West Indies? Do you think she knows more than she's letting on? I have a feeling that Kit is protecting someone. Maybe she just wants to forget her past. I've found out that Kit and Parker have a child together. How did you find out? I found a letter to Kit from Parker, postmarked in the West Indies. Where did you find it? Please, let me finish. Kit Grace and Parker's child must be about 20 now. Do you know if it's a boy or a girl? No, that's what I've got to find out. I have a feeling it's somewhere at the paper. What makes you think that? They all seem to have a connection to either diamonds or Kit Grace. Why don't you ask them? I spoke to Tom. He told me an unbelievable childhood memory about a tornado on some South Sea island. I wonder if it's true. Maybe he's just got a vivid imagination. He's buying lots of expensive stuff at the jeweler's all the time. How can he afford it? Maybe he's come into money. Diamonds, perhaps? Yeah, right. The jeweler is a shady character, too. He's specializing in diamond and gem forgery. You better keep an eye on him. Malcolm must have been the most boring child in the world, if he's telling the truth, that is. It's not really his fault if he had a boring childhood. Malcolm's story doesn't really match his personality. Hey, interested, are you? Is he too charming to be a bore, or what? Knock it off. I just mean that I don't think he's telling the truth. And what's more, I saw him talking to Kit Grace. So what? He was supposed to interview her, right? But he just told me that he didn't get the interview. Did it look like they knew each other? It looked like they knew each other well. He kissed her on the cheek. Maybe they're lovers. Isn't she a bit old for him? All's fair in love and war. And she's a movie star, after all. Lucy doesn't want to talk about her parents. She's a mystery. What's so mystical about her? She sounds like a mouse to me. Why is she going to the jeweler's asking about diamonds? Yeah, that sounds a bit odd. And then there's the letter to Griffin. Maybe she's writing an article about him. But why is she so secretive? Maybe she's moonlighting for another paper. No, there's more to this than meets the eye. I'm getting nowhere by asking questions to people who won't tell the truth. I have to find another way. Do you think Mrs. Holmes knows about her grandchild? Well, she ought to know. But she's a bit confused, so she might very well have forgotten all about it. Maybe she isn't as confused as she seems. Maybe she's part of the conspiracy. Maybe. I'm really sorry about the letter. I didn't mean to snoop. What do you want to know? I want to know why you got so angry when we were talking before. Maybe I'm a little too curious. A little curious? But I really don't mean any harm. I happened to see some papers among your things. What sort of diamond story are you writing about? Oh, I just write a little sometimes. It's fun to fantasize. I still don't understand why you don't want to talk about your family. There's not a lot to boast about. My dad's the infamous jewel thief. Griffin? He's your dad? Yes, I had to live with that shame all through my childhood. Oh, well, now I understand. I'm sorry. The diamond theft was the only crime he ever committed. Since he got out of jail, he's lived an honest life. But people here in town still see him as the diamond thief and refuse to give him a job. That's why I have to look after both of us. It's a shame that people can't forgive and forget. Yes, it is. He's served his time, but people think he still has the diamonds. It must be hard for you to earn enough for both of you. How do you manage? I do a little extra work sometimes. Do you moonlight for another paper? No, Carla would know right away. Lucy, I'm worried about you. You're not caught up in something illegal, are you? No. What makes you think that? The jeweler said that you often go there and ask questions about forgeries. I'm just doing some research. Are you writing an article about diamonds? No. Oh, I thought I would be able to keep this a secret. What? I write crime novels. Really? Cool. What was your last book called? A Million in the Hand. But I have that here. So you're Karen Stone. I heard it's really good. Thanks. I know. Why don't you want anyone to know that you are an author? Carla wouldn't like it. You know what she's like. But as soon as I earn enough from books, I'll resign. Do you get a lot of inspiration for your novels from your dad? Yeah. He has loads of stories about his time in prison. Well, at least there's something good about being the daughter of a jewel thief. Well, yes, you could say that. You seem to like him a lot. He's the sweetest man in the world, But unfortunately, he's not as sensible as he is sweet.
Was it true what he said at the trial, that he didn't keep the diamonds?
I'm certain of it. He has been poor ever since. He told the police where he hid the diamonds, but they never found them.
And you don't think he had an accomplice who double-crossed him?
Pop swore that he did it alone, and I believe him. Pop's a bit of a loner.
Has your dad never felt like getting back at those who stole the diamonds from him?
Pop's not one to bear grudges. He just wants to get on with his life and forget about this whole thing.
Seems not everyone's forgotten about it.
No, sadly not.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your next novel?
I'll let you read it when it's finished. But don't tell the others here at the paper, okay?
Don't worry, I won't. See you.
See you.
What do you do here all day?
Just hang out.
Watching people run around and guessing where they're going. You work over at the newspaper, we figure. I do, actually. I'm sure you have some ideas on how to make the paper better.
Nah, it's alright.
Especially the fishing column. I read that every day.
Yeah, it's totally bizarre.